Pisces! Someone is watching you from the shadows and they are consumed with jealousy, thinking you might be with someone else. In the next 14 days, their obsession is going to reach a breaking point, and honey, 89% of you are about to discover who this person really is. Listen to me very carefully, because the first card that literally fell out of my deck is the Seven of Pentacles, and this is not what anyone would expect. Everyone thinks jealousy is about insecurity. But actually, this person has been investing their entire emotional energy into you for months, maybe years, and they're terrified someone else is about to reap what they've been planting. This is about ownership energy gone completely wild. The Seven of Pentacles shows a figure leaning on a hoe, looking at seven pentacles growing on a bush, contemplating their investment, wondering if it's time to harvest. This person has been cultivating feelings for you, nurturing hopes, tending to dreams of being with you, and now they're watching from afar in absolute terror that someone else is going to pick the fruit they've been growing. I need you to comment 7 right now if you've been feeling watched or sensing someone's energy on you, because what I'm about to reveal will explain everything about the strange vibes you've been picking up. The Seven of Pentacles is showing me that this person sees you as their long-term investment, their future, their carefully tended garden of possibilities. Picture this energy, Pisces. Someone has been putting time, attention, maybe even money into staying connected to your world. They've been liking your posts just enough to stay on your radar, but not enough to seem obvious. They've been asking mutual friends about you. They've been keeping track of your patterns, your habits, your social activities. This is Seven of Pentacles energy in its most intense form. But here's where this gets absolutely mind-blowing. The Seven of Pentacles represents a pause before action, a moment of assessment before making a major move. This person has been in observation mode, but that's about to end. They're about to transition from watching and waiting to actually doing something about their feelings. I'm seeing that this person has been treating your connection like a business investment, calculating risks, timing their approach, waiting for the perfect moment to make their move. But jealousy is about to override all their careful planning. The thought of losing you to someone else is going to force them into premature action. The Seven of Pentacles also represents patience running out. This person has been incredibly patient, maybe too patient, hoping that eventually you would notice them, choose them, give them the relationship they've been cultivating in their mind. But seeing you potentially with someone else is breaking their patience completely. What's fascinating is that the Seven of Pentacles often appears when someone needs to stop planning and start acting. This person is about to learn that all the watching, all the calculating, all the strategic positioning in the world means nothing if they don't actually step forward and declare their intentions. The pentacles growing on the bush represent the potential they see in your connection, but potential means nothing if it's never actualized. Their jealousy is actually going to be the catalyst that finally moves them from potential into reality, from dreaming into doing. Comment investment. If you've sensed someone treating you like their secret project because this Seven of Pentacles energy is about to explode into action, the second card just made me literally drop my jaw, and it's the Tower. This person's jealousy is about to reach catastrophic levels, and everything they thought they knew about your situation is going to be completely destroyed. But hold on, because the Tower isn't about destruction for the sake of chaos, it's about revelation, about truth being revealed so dramatically that old structures can no longer stand. Look at the Tower card, Pisces. Lightning strikes a tall tower, crown falls from the top, figures fall from windows, but look closer at the foundation, it remains solid. This person's assumptions about you, their beliefs about your availability, their entire strategy for winning you, all of this is about to be struck by the lightning of truth. The Tower represents sudden awakening, divine intervention, and the collapse of illusions. This person has been operating under certain beliefs about you, maybe thinking they have more time, maybe assuming you're not interested in anyone, maybe believing they're your only option. All of these illusions are about to be shattered in the most dramatic way possible. I'm seeing that their jealousy is going to trigger a Tower moment where they can no longer pretend to be casual about their feelings. The lightning strike represents the moment when their emotions become too intense to hide, too powerful to control, too overwhelming to manage strategically. But here's what's absolutely incredible about the Tower energy. in this context. It's not about destruction, it's about liberation. This person has been trapped in a tower of their own making, isolated by their fears, imprisoned by their need to control the situation. The tower strike is going to free them from this self-imposed prison. The crown falling from the tower represents the death of ego, the end of thinking they can manipulate this situation from the shadows. Their jealousy is going to humble them, force them to approach you with genuine vulnerability instead of calculated moves. The figures falling from the tower represent old patterns, old ways of being, old strategies that no longer serve. This person is about to fall out of their comfort zone of watching and wading into the unknown territory of actually expressing their feelings. But the tower also represents breakthrough moments, sudden clarity, and divine timing. Their jealousy crisis is actually perfectly timed to create the breakthrough that your connection has been waiting for. Sometimes we need to be shocked out of our patterns to access our authentic selves. I'm also seeing that the tower brings honesty, raw truth, and the end of pretending. This person is going to stop pretending they don't care. Stop pretending they're fine with being just friends. Stop pretending they can handle seeing you with someone else. The lightning in the tower card represents divine intervention, higher power involvement, and sudden illumination. The universe is about to intervene in this slow-motion disaster of unexpressed feelings through the catalyst of jealousy. Type tower. If you've been feeling like something big is about to shift or explode in your love life because this tower energy is going to change everything. The third card is absolutely stunning and it completely changes the game. It's the Queen of Swords. This person who's been watching you from afar, consumed with jealousy, is about to approach you with laser-sharp clarity, cutting through all the games and getting straight to the truth. The Queen of Swords doesn't mess around, and neither will this person once their tower moment activates them. The Queen of Swords sits on her throne, sword raised high, representing mental clarity, direct communication, and the ability to cut through illusions with surgical precision. After the emotional chaos of their jealousy and the tower breakthrough, this person is going to become incredibly clear about what they want and how they're going to get it. I'm seeing that this Queen of Swords energy represents a complete personality shift in this person. Where they used to be mysterious, calculating, watching from the shadows, they're about to become direct, honest, and refreshingly straightforward. The jealousy crisis is going to burn away all their games and strategies. But here's what's absolutely fascinating about the Queen of Swords in this context. She represents someone who has learned through experience, who has been through emotional pain and emerged with wisdom. This person's jealousy journey is going to teach them exactly what they need to know about themselves and about love. The Queen of Swords holds her sword with authority, representing the power of clear communication. This person is going to stop speaking in hints and coded messages. They're going to tell you exactly how they feel, exactly what they want, exactly why they've been watching you with such intensity. The clouds around the Queen of Swords represent thoughts clearing, mental fog lifting, confusion dissolving into crystal clarity. Their jealousy, as painful as it's been, is going to clarify their priorities in ways they never expected. They're going to realize that uncertainty is more painful than potential rejection. I'm also seeing that the Queen of Swords energy brings discernment and the ability to see through other people's motivations. This person is going to start questioning whether the people you're spending time with actually deserve you, whether they appreciate your value the way they do. The Queen of Swords represents independence and self-sufficiency, but also the wisdom to know when partnership would enhance rather than diminish their power. This person is going to approach you from a position of strength, not neediness or desperation. What's beautiful about Queen of Swords energy is that it's magnetic in its authenticity. When someone stops playing games and starts communicating with brutal honesty, it's incredibly attractive. Their directness is going to be refreshing after so many people who can't say what they mean. The butterfly in some Queen of Swords cards represents transformation through air element, through thought and communication. This person's transformation is going to happen through the power of words, through finally saying what needs to be said. Comment, Queen, if you're ready for someone to finally be completely honest with you, because this Queen of Swords energy is going to cut through all the confusion. Now, we're getting to the part that's going to absolutely shock you, and it's the Four of Wands. But this isn't about celebration yet. This is about someone realizing that what they've been jealously guarding and obsessing over is actually meant to be a foundation for something beautiful and lasting. Their jealousy is about to transform into vision. The Four of Wands shows four wands creating a canopy, often with people celebrating underneath, representing the foundation of something stable and joyful. This person has been so focused on their fear of losing you that they haven't been envisioning what winning you could actually look like. But that's about to change dramatically. I'm seeing that this Four of Wands represents a complete shift in perspective. Instead of obsessing over what they might lose, this person is going to start focusing on what they could build with you. The jealousy that's been driving them crazy is going to transform into inspiration for creating something real and lasting. But here's what's absolutely mind-blowing about this Four of Wands energy. It represents home, stability, and celebration, but it comes after the chaos of the Tower. This person is going to realize that their jealousy was actually protecting their vision of a future with you, even if they didn't consciously recognize it. The Four of Wands also represents partnerships, collaborations, and shared goals. This person is going to stop thinking about you as something to possess or win and start thinking about you as someone to build a life with. It's a complete maturation of their feelings. I'm also seeing that the Four of Wands brings family energy, community support, and public recognition. This person might start imagining introducing you to their family, bringing you to social events, making your connection public and official. The canopy formed by the Four Wands represents protection and shelter. This person is going to realize that instead of watching you from afar and worrying about threats, they could be the shelter, the protection, the safe space you come home to. The celebration under the Four of Wands canopy represents joy, happiness, and the kind of relationship where both people feel genuinely excited to be together. This person is going to shift from fear-based thinking to joy-based visioning. What's beautiful is that Four of Wands energy is infectious. When someone approaches you with a clear vision of happiness and stability rather than jealousy and possessiveness, it makes you want to explore those possibilities too. The Four of Wands also represents milestones and achievements. This person is going to start thinking about your connection in terms of progress and growth, rather than just desire and fear. Type Wands. If you've been sensing that someone is shifting from wanting to possess you to wanting to build with you because this Four of Wands energy is going to create something beautiful. Oh, my members have been messaging me nonstop about this exact jealousy to vision transformation. They saw it coming weeks ago, and the shifts have been absolutely incredible. The fifth card is going to leave you absolutely speechless, and it's justice. After all the jealousy, all the watching from shadows, all the inner turmoil, this person is about to approach you with complete balance, fairness, and respect for your autonomy. Justice doesn't just bring fairness, it brings the recognition that love must be chosen freely to be real. Look at Justice sitting on her throne, holding scales in one hand and a sword in the other, representing perfect balance between heart and mind, between desire and respect, between wanting someone and honoring their freedom. This person's entire approach to you is about to be transformed by Justice energy. Justice represents karmic balance and the understanding that what we put out into the universe comes back to us. This person is going to realize that their shadowy watching and jealous obsessing has been creating negative karma, and they're about to completely flip their approach. I'm seeing that justice brings accountability and taking responsibility for past behavior. This person might actually apologize for their intensity, for their jealousy, for any ways they've been invasive or overwhelming. They're going to take full responsibility for their energy. But here's what's absolutely incredible about justice in this context. It represents truth, honesty, and moral clarity. This person is going to approach you with complete transparency about their feelings, their past behavior, and their intentions moving forward. The scales in Justice's hand represent careful consideration and balanced decision-making. Instead of acting from jealousy or impulse, this person is going to weigh their words, consider your feelings, and make decisions that serve both of your highest good. The sword in Justice's hand represents the power to cut through deception, including self-deception. This person is going to stop lying to themselves about their feelings, stop pretending they don't care, stop acting like they're fine with just being friends. Justice also represents legal contracts and binding agreements. This person might be thinking about serious commitment, about making promises they can keep, about entering into relationship agreements that honor both of your needs and boundaries. I'm also seeing that justice brings divine timing and the recognition that some things cannot be forced. This person is going to surrender their need to control the outcome and trust that if this connection is meant to be, it will unfold naturally. The pillars behind justice represent stability and the understanding that real love is built on solid foundations of mutual respect, honest communication, and shared values rather than jealousy and possession. Justice energy is incredibly attractive because it represents someone who has done their inner work, who can approach love from a place of wholeness rather than need, who respects your right to choose freely. Comment justice if you're ready for someone to approach you with complete respect and honesty, because this justice energy is going to restore balance to everything. The sixth and final card is going to absolutely blow your mind, and it's the Ace of Cups. After all the jealousy, the Tower breakthrough, the Queen of Swords clarity, the Four of Wands vision, and the Justice balance, this person is ready to offer you their whole heart in the purest way possible. This is about new emotional beginnings and love in its most innocent, powerful form. The Ace of Cups shows a hand emerging from clouds, offering an overflowing cup with water flowing into a lotus pond below. This represents divine love, pure emotional offering, and the beginning of something sacred. This person is about to offer you their heart with no games, no manipulation, no hidden agendas. I'm seeing that this Ace of Cups represents a complete purification of their feelings. All the jealousy, all the shadowy watching, all the possessive energy has been burned away by their transformation journey, and what remains is pure love, genuine care, and authentic desire for your happiness. But here's what's absolutely magical about this Ace of Cups appearing after everything else. It represents new beginnings, fresh starts, and the opportunity to build something completely different from what existed before. Their jealousy period is ending, and their love period is beginning. The overflowing cup represents abundance of emotion, generosity of spirit, and the desire to give rather than just receive. This person is going to approach you from a place of abundance, wanting to pour love into your life rather than drain your energy with their needs. The lotus pond represents spiritual awakening and the understanding that real love is sacred, that it connects us to something divine, that it transforms both people involved. This person's feelings for you have evolved from human obsession to spiritual recognition. The dove in the Ace of Cups represents peace, purity of intention, and divine blessing. This person is going to come to you in peace, with pure intentions, carrying what feels like heaven's blessing on your potential connection. I'm also seeing that the Ace of Cups brings psychic connection, emotional telepathy, and the kind of heart-to-heart communication that transcends words. You and this person are going to start feeling each other's emotions, knowing each other's thoughts, connecting on levels that feel miraculous. The Ace of Cups also represents fertility, creativity, and the birth of new possibilities. Your connection is going to become incredibly creative, inspiring art, music, poetry, or other forms of beautiful expression. What's beautiful is that Ace energy is pure potential, unlimited possibility, and the excitement of new beginnings. This person is going to approach you with the wonder and enthusiasm of someone falling in love for the first time. The clouds in the Ace of Cups represent divine intervention, heaven touching earth, and the recognition that some connections are blessed by forces beyond our understanding. Type Cups. If you're ready to receive pure love from someone who has been completely transformed by their feelings for you, because this Ace of Cups energy is going to be absolutely magical. Pisces, let me tell you exactly what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. The person who's been watching you from the shadows, consumed with jealousy, thinking you might be with someone else, is about to go through the most incredible transformation. The Seven of Pentacles showed us that they've been treating you like their long-term investment, their carefully tended garden, and the thought of someone else reaping what they've been growing is driving them absolutely crazy. Their patience is about to run out completely. The Tower revealed that their jealousy is about to reach catastrophic levels, shattering all their illusions, destroying their strategy of watching and waiting, and forcing them into sudden, dramatic action. All their careful planning is about to be struck by lightning. The Queen of Swords showed us their complete transformation from mysterious and calculating to direct and honest. They're going to stop playing games and start communicating with laser-sharp clarity about exactly how they feel and what they want. The Four of Wands revealed that their perspective is shifting from fear of loss to vision of what could be built together. They're going to stop obsessing over what they might lose and start focusing on the beautiful life they could create with you. Justice brought perfect balance, showing that they're learning to respect your autonomy while honestly expressing their feelings. They're taking responsibility for their past behavior and approaching you with complete fairness and transparency. And the Ace of Cups promised that after all this transformation, they're ready to offer you pure love, genuine emotion, and the beginning of something sacred and beautiful. Within 14 days, watch for this person to stop hiding in the shadows and step directly into your light. Watch for honest conversations, vulnerable admissions, and the courage to risk rejection for the possibility of real love. Their jealousy has been the catalyst for their complete transformation from someone who watches and wants to someone who acts and offers. You're about to discover that all their intensity, all their watching, all their jealousy was actually love trying to break free from fear. The person who emerges from this process is going to be someone completely different from who they were when they started watching you. They're going to be clear, direct, balanced, and ready to love you the way you deserve to be loved. Subscribe now because this transformation is going to be absolutely incredible to witness. The comments are going insane, and I can feel all of you recognizing this energy. If you want more of this transformational love insight, you know where to find me.